Just imagine that you first arrived in Brighton and you've got nowhere to stay. For me, I had to look on my first day for somewhere sheltered, out of the wind, out of the rain. And the place I found is literally where I'm standing at the moment. Basically, the wall was like a windbreaker for me, and I slept inside cardboard boxes.
So where are we at the moment?
We're under Brighton Pier, and it's all different to when I was homeless. Okay, we're at my first hostel that I stayed in Brighton after coming off the streets. It's in a little off street called New Steam Mews, which is off St James's Street. And I was basically still drinking here, and I kept myself to myself in my room. Just imagine early on in my homeless life in Brighton that you stayed in the YMCA in the old Sting, and you're still having to deal with addiction problems like alcohol and drugs. That's what I went through while I was staying at the YMCA. Now we're at my third hostel in Brighton, and it's called William Collier House on North Road. And I've been here for 5 years, and this is where I did most of my sobriety in the hostel system. And I love it here, and you had to do your own cooking, you had key work support, you had your own room, and you shared the kitchen with another resident. And I loved it here, but I had to move on from here to the next place we're moving to, so we'll see you there. Okay, as I was saying at William Collier House, we are now at Portland Road, and this is where I stayed for I think about 3 years, and this is where I kept up my sobriety, and I loved it here. And as you see, my flat was the window that you see behind me. So now we're in my second place in accommodation, run by St Pat's, and where I lived basically was on the top floor, facing out towards the seafront, but I can't see the seafront from that room at the moment. And this is when I was in the middle of my sobriety, because I could hit like all the meetings that I needed to help me keep myself sober. Okay, welcome everyone. We are now up in Hollandbury, and this is my penultimate house that I stayed in before I moved on. And I kept doing my sobriety meetings and AA meetings from here, doing the buses into town. And next time you'll see me now will be down on the Lewis Road near where I live. Okay, welcome to the final stop of my sobriety journey. If you look behind me, above me, you'll see my apartment where I live at the moment. And this is my latest accommodation, and this is where I'll be celebrating my 18 years of sobriety.